Hello, my name is Rocket, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I want to do something different in my Postknight playthrough, I guess. And I want to talk a little bit about the Halloween event. So today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. And I want to talk a bit about the Halloween event in Postknight, also known as the Hallows Eve. So basically, if you don't know how the Halloween event works, you go all the way to your right in whatever place you are, and you talk to this lady, the traveling merchant Layla. Perhaps you should get some pumpkins to ward your depressing defeat away. And you can buy stuff. Now you can buy the pumpkin assembly, you can buy the witch assembly. These are for your memories. You're gonna need 3 of each. So I recommend you get this last. I think getting the equipment is a bit better. So talking a bit about the equipment, as you can see I have it fully equipped. I already farmed and grinded for the necessary pumpkin tokens. So you basically just grind normally through the game and you get the pumpkin tokens, right? The event token, alright, so a token that can be used to purchase special items during events. I just call it the pumpkin token, and you can buy a few items. So if you go to your starter here, on the tiers of your armory equipment, you'll find something called the Slayer set, which is basically the Hollow Eve's equipment. You have your Hollow Slayer, which gives you 10 attack, the Slayer shield, 10 defense, the Slayer suit. Oh, so this one gives you what? Range defense. This gives you just normal defense. And then you have the Slayer salad that gives you max HP plus 50. All of them have the same bonus, which is the golden harvest, which increases your drop rate of items by 5%. And overall, if you have the full equipment equipped, it gives you item find plus 30%. That means in total, you get plus 50% of item find. Basically, this equipment is good for grinding on lower levels because the equipment itself doesn't give you a lot of stats. Now, if you're gonna struggle a little bit and you don't know which thing to buy first, I recommend you buy the Slayer Salad first because it gives you max HP plus 50, which is plus 40 on stats than the other pieces of the equipment. Overall, you should try to get all of them. Now, I know this can be hard to grind for some people, so I'm going to tell you what is the best place to farm each level in just a little bit. Yeah, I recommend you get the salad first, then you can get any part of the equipment, and you should also try to get 3 pieces of each of the assemblies, so 3 of the pumpkin and 3 of the witch, which I do have, because of the memories. Now, let's go into the memories as well, after I tell you what's the best place is to grind each of these tokens. So each level has a different drop rate of that specific token, and the best place to farm it in Pom-Pom, if you're in Pom-Pom for any reason and you're trying to get the event, that can happen. I recommend Peril of Fall. So Peril of Fall has the biggest drop rate of the event tokens. Now if you go to Magnolia here, if she is on 5 hearts, you need the your relationships to be at 5 hearts for this to work. If you gift her the pumpkin one, so the orange one, so the pumpkin assembly. Happy Hallows Eve, Rocket! Oh, a pumpkin assembly. I've always wanted to wear one since I was a child. I never had a chance to, but better late than never, right? Let me change and let's go enjoy the festivities. As you can see, she changed into a pumpkin kinda costume, and you have the Hallows Eve with Magnolia, and we have her retain on 31 of October, which is Halloween, so that, all just fits. So yeah, have a happy Halloween, and let's see, as you can see, she changed her costume and now has like a pumpkin thing. Now if you go to Fleur as well, and if you give her the witch one, so the witch assembly, a witch assembly. Yes, my mom does wear one regularly, and now she changed her costume as well. You can see she's also a witch now. She comes from a long line of witches, even though we don't practice all the traditions anymore. Shall we go enjoy the festivities? I do want to honor the witch's efforts of keeping the Hallow at bay, even if I don't practice all their traditions regularly. And now we have also Fleur's memory, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go through them in just a little bit, but I kind of want to go through all of this. With that, Pom-Pom should be over, so if you want to grind, if you're in Pom-Pom, you're just starting the game out, and you found the Hallows Eve event, and you want to grind it, and you want to get the equipment, I recommend going for the Peril of Falls. It gives you the biggest drop rate of the event tokens. Now if you go to Shallow Bay, there is no relationship there, right? There's no love interest or anything like that, but if you're stuck here and you still want to grind for the event, I recommend you do it on Siren Shore, so it's not the last level. It's not always going to be the last level that gives you the highest drop rate. Don't think like that. So the highest drop rate, I recommend going to Siren Shore, which is, you know, this one with the mermaid. Yeah, I recommend going over there so you can grind. Now if you can move on to the Gryffindor, which now has a love interest, which is Senna, right? I believe so. So if you go to Senna, and if you give Senna the Witch Assembly again, so the Witch Assembly... Ah, did you buy this assembly from the merchant? They're popular during the season, huh? It does bring back memories. My mom used to dress me up in this when I was young. And look, she also changed her costume. It looks really cute. We're having a little Hallows Eve celebration back at the farm. Think you'd like to drop by? And we have another memory here. It's really cute. We even have the birds that she usually likes with us. And, you know, Hallows Eve with Senna. It's pretty cool. Now, if you want to farm in Gryffindor, if you're stuck in Gryffindor, or if you're not strong enough to farm Caldemar or anything like that, I recommend you do it on the Gale Sub Summit. So again, it is the last level this time. So the Gale Sub Summit has the highest drop rate for the event token. And even if you use one of individual, so if you go to your pumpkin set, your equipment, oh, it's not here, it's the alchemist. They each, oh my god, where's the, oh, it's the second one, oh dear. Kinda used to Factor Force now. If you go to tier 7, if you go to each item, they all have the same ability, which is Golden Harvest, so increase item drops rate by 5%. Even if you only have one of the hollow equipment, equip it so you have a higher drop rate, which means you get increased pumpkins, which means you can grind the event a little faster, and you can get more of the tokens, and you know, just speed up the process. So yeah, for the Gryffindor, you want to go to the Gale Sub Summit and farm it out, and remember that you want to give the Witch Assembly for Senna. So, you know, Pumpkin, Witch. Now if you go to Calmont, we have two characters here, right? So the one you want to farm over here in Calmont is the Soul Meadow. So again, the last level, but it's not always. We found already the Siren Shore. So Soul Meadow has the highest drop rate of the event token in the Calmont region. So if you're stuck here, you want to farm the event, go to the Soul Meadow and grind it a little bit so you can get all the event tokens that you need for everything that you need. So again, try to buy probably the head, so the salads first, and then the rest of the equipment, and then just try to get 3 of each of the assemblies. So we have Dahlia here, so if you give Dahlia the pumpkin assembly, oh, what an interesting outfit. I should wear this while working tonight. No, unfortunately, the tavern's popularity during the festive season. Why don't you drop by instead? I'll make sure to reserve a table and some great beef and beer for you. And here we have a cool looking memory. And yeah, that's with Dahlia. We also don't forget, you also have Camellia in the Calmont. Yeah, almost forgot. So Camellia, you want to give Camellia the Witch Assembly. So if you give her the Witch Assembly, you have a good eye rocket. One should definitely dress up to join in the festivities. I prefer nothing less than a Witch Assembly. However, I can't step away from the shop now, though. You could join me here, or I could join you later. And, you know, another cool little cute memory with Camellia. You know, she's also dressed up pretty cute. And if we go now to the Valley of Gold, which has the last love interest, right? So in the Valley of Gold, if you're stuck here, you want to farm the event as well, I recommend going to the Cryptic Hollow, again, the last level. It has the biggest drop rate of the event token. And if you give Asteria, so Asteria, the last one, which is the Pumpkin Assembly. Oh, what's this? Really, I've never worn one, so I didn't know. It's cute though. It'll be fun to dress up and celebrate the festival, right? Let me ask teacher if I'm free today. We can head out earlier to take a look. And we get another cute little memory with Asteria. So remember, if you want to farm the event tokens in the Valley of Gold, go to the Cryptic Hollow. But the best place to farm, kinda obviously, is the Fractured Forest, which has the levels with the highest drop rate of the event token. It's not easy to farm them with this equipment. This equipment is very weak, So if you have the agility build like me, you may have some struggles here and there to beat the levels, but the best level to grind off the event tokens in the Factory Forest is the Sunken Trail. Actually, the Sunken Trail has a higher drop rate than the Villery level. So if you made it to the end of the game and you want to grind off the event very quickly, go to the Sunken Trail, do it over and over again. I did it in like maybe like an hour, maybe 2 max, on farming this event with my actual build, so not the bumpkin build. If you're looking for an endgame build, the one I use, which is pretty good with the agility build that I currently have. Oh, it's not either of these, it's the last person here. So I use the Phantom Crown, which gives you max HP of 285 in Vampiric. I use the Primal Garb, and then I also use Tier 5 equipment. I use the Nightbane Saber and the Divine Aegis, which is probably the best equipment with the agility build. I use this build, I grind it off with the Blitz and the Elusive Cover, and I just went through Sunken Trail for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 max, and I grinded off everything. I got all of the tokens I needed for the full equipment, for the full Slayer set, right? And for all the assemblies. So yeah, that's everything you need to know about the Halloween event, and I thought it would be cool for me to do an episode on Halloween, so happy Halloween again. Hopefully you did have a good day, and if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully you have a nice grind, and I'll see you next time.